You know, the world of English is a fun and exciting place to be. I'm so glad you could join me for another lesson. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? I hope so. Here I am on my short summer break, taking a well-deserved rest at Lake Vyrnwy in Wales, and you are very welcome to join me. Lake Vyrnwy lies to the south of the Snowdonia Mountains, in an area known as Montgomeryshire. Just like many parts of Wales, it consists of wide open countryside with lush green hills and many cattle farms. The lake itself makes up a large part of a nature reserve and country estate. The nature reserve is a haven for tourists, hikers, cyclists and birdwatchers who come to this beauty spot each summer to get away from life in the busy towns and cities for a while. The village is very small and only consists of a few houses, a cafe, some gift shops and an information centre. There is also an RSPB shop there for those who are keen on ornithology. Ornithology means the study of birds. If you are a keen bird watcher like myself, then there are plenty of places to stop off at and observe them. This hide has been constructed so as to allow people to watch the birds up close and personal without disturbing them. There are several of these small buildings around the lake. The lake itself is artificial. It is, in fact, a reservoir, which was constructed towards the end of the 19th century. Construction of the large dam began in 1881, and it took 7 years to complete. The feat of constructing this enormous structure took many months of designing. Keeping the millions of gallons of water captured would need a very tall and wide building indeed. It would also have to be strong. The water from the Vyrnwy Reservoir is sent all the way to the city of Liverpool, 68 miles away, through 3 42-inch pipes that deliver up to 50 million gallons of water per day to smaller local reservoirs that in turn supply Liverpool with its much needed drinking water. The old village of Llanwydden had to be evacuated and demolished, as the area sat right where the lake was going to be. 37 domestic houses, 10 farmhouses, and 3 inns were demolished, so the reservoir could be created. New buildings, including 2 new churches, were constructed elsewhere, and even the dead people who were buried at the old site were, along with the living, moved one by one. It is still possible to see parts of the old village during extra dry summers, when the water level is very low. There are 2 very noticeable features at the reservoir. The first being the tall tower, which from afar looks a little like something from a fairy tale. The purpose of this tower is to strain the water before it makes its way along the aqueduct. An aqueduct is a pipe or channel used for transferring water over long distances. The aqueduct from Lake Vyrnwy is mostly hidden underground. The straining tower is not open to the public. The other very obvious feature at Lake Vyrnwy is, of course, the dam. This is what keeps all the water in place. The dam is 44 meters high from the bottom of the valley and is 39 meters thick at the base. The structure measures 357 meters in length and has a road bridge running along the top. Over 25 arches sweep majestically along the length of the dam. The purpose of these is to allow the excess water to escape during heavy rain. The dam is also made up of 2 small towers, one of which contains a water-powered generator, which at one time was the only source of power in the area. Water is constantly being released from the dam, so as to prevent the nearby River Vyrnwy from drying out. Between 5 and 10 million gallons of water is released through this valve every day. When the water level of the reservoir becomes too high, This whole side of the dam is transformed into a huge foaming waterfall as the excess water is steadily released, so as to prevent the surrounding land from becoming waterlogged. It is common for people to confuse the word dam with dike. They are actually not the same thing. A dam is used to keep water in. It captures the water, while a dike is used to keep water out. It is often used as a defence against the sea when the tide is unusually high. Wales is well known for its stunning scenery. Its expansive green valleys and the rolling hills play host to countless wild animals. But no creature is more commonly seen here in Wales than the sheep. The distinctive white dots created by the many flocks are a common sight here, especially during springtime when the lambs are born. This period is called the lambing season. Sheep are a source of two items. Its fleece is used to make wool, and its meat is a popular food for humans, especially that of the lamb. Meat from the mature sheep is called mutton. As I mentioned before, there are many birds to be found here at Lake Vyrnwy, some of which are very tame indeed. Just look at this friendly robin. He is such a brave little bird, taking grain straight from Mr. Steve's hand. This particular bird has very good table manners, don't you think? Isn't nature fun? I hope you have enjoyed my little tour around Lake Vyrnwy and that you will join me again for another lesson very soon. This is Mr. Duncan in Wales saying thank you for watching me teaching you. And of course, ta-ta for now. Escaping to the countryside is the perfect way to relax yourself. Wales is a beautiful place indeed and attracts thousands of people to its picturesque valleys every year. Lake Vyrnwy is a haven for those who want to leave the crazy world behind, even if it is just for a few days. I will definitely be returning here again very soon. Maybe someday you will get a chance to visit here. I hope so.